Kalen King and made the roster. Thanks, Flock Red Rod, for that update. Good Tuesday afternoon, Facebook and YouTube. I am Kendrick, the sports guy, and we are giving you your NFL cuts deadline update for 2025. Roughly, all 32 NFL teams has to be down to their 53-man roster in basically 10 minutes. That is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you come in, like, share, subscribe to Kendrick Sports Hustle as well as TFG Sports Media. Make sure you comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Make sure you share this to all your social media platforms. I'm also live on TikTok right now at Kendrick Henderson 51. If you have not followed me on TikTok, please do so. It does not cost you a dime. I will greatly appreciate it. I see my good brother Melvin Williams is in the house on Facebook. What's up, Mel? How you doing? Good Tuesday to you. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We popping in to give you an update. I appreciate that follow, Kendrick. Flock Rod, I appreciate the gift. The Bears, I see you. Everybody is in my chat on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. If you have not followed me there, do so, man. We have a good time. You can see my Packers man cave in the background. Before I get started, I gotta do that. Appreciate the follow, James. Jason Skeen says, "Go Lions." This is a still image that I am running through a green screen on TikTok with a Packers man cave chat room. So this is what I am going to eventually, when I get my bag up, this is what I'm going to have in my new crib. It's going to be my Packers man cave. But again, here on TikTok, if you follow me, you can come in here. All my NFL fans, this is a safe space to come and show your NFL fandom. We come in here and we talk a little trash, but let's keep it respectable. We're going to keep it respectable, but you can come in here and have a safe space, and we're going to talk a little NFL. I see you. I got a Niners fan in there, Tyler Shelton. Good Tuesday said. Bears fan in here. That man cave looks like hope you get the cave you want. I appreciate the love. Thanks for the shout out. Riley, I see you, man. Go Pack Go. My man says, "Are you a Bears fan?" No, I am not, and never will be at all. My biggest rivalry. So again, we're talking NFL cuts deadline. Joe Snooker, appreciate the follow. How are Cleveland quarterback spots looking? And let's go ahead and start off with that just to get this thing going. Yeah, Melvin, Cowboys in the house. I know, Melvin, I know you are in the house. Let's go ahead and get to the news of the days. Speaking of the Browns, let's go ahead and talk about that, because I said this the other day. Oh, your dad name is Kendrick too. That's what's happening. We got to skip together. Nate Hobbs is going to be a dog for Green Bay. I agree. Hopefully, Christian, if we can get him healthy. But to the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation, well, that has all been settled. The Browns traded quarterback Kenny Pickett to the Las Vegas Raiders for a 2026 fifth round pick because of the Raiders' injury situation. They back up quarterback Aiden O'Connell broke his wrist and is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. He was going to be Geno Smith's backup. So that's where now that whole quarterback picture in Cleveland pretty much became less foggy, because they released Tyler Huntley on Sunday. So now here you go. Here we know the three quarterbacks that the Cleveland Browns are going to carry. Joe Flacco, who's going to be the starter. Dylan Gabriel, who's going to back up Joe Flacco. And Shedeur Sanders will be the number 3 quarterback. So there you have it. The Cleveland Browns, that muddy, that crazy situation that they were talking about. They pretty much if the injury kind of helped them settle that decision, because the Raiders were looking for a more experienced backup quarterback for behind Geno Smith. Kenny Pickett, he's played a few games. Appreciate that. Crack Jack, go Pack go. So there you have it. So that is the Browns situation with the quarterback position. They also did they released Deontay Johnson, wide receiver. The Browns did. I see you, Daniel Skol, in the house. Johnny, which NFC North team do you dislike the most? It's really easy for me, Johnny. The Chicago Bears. They're only about an hour and a half south of us, and it's real easy to dislike them. I see you, Knowles Group. the Chiefs. What about my Steelers? The Steelers didn't really have any big names when it comes to release Anthony R. So there you have it. So I just been kind of scrounging and looking to see. Now again, teams got 5 minutes now to get down. No, they did not cut Bronny Sanders. No, so they got 5 minutes to get down. They did release Jalen White. See, I haven't seen that anywhere, but I'm definitely refreshing just to see because they only got like 5 minutes. And so I was on Yahoo Sports. I was also on ESPN actually looking to see any updates. But here's some of the names that we do know that has been released. The Packers. I got to talk about my Packers. We released cornerback Corey Ballantyne, wide receiver McCole Hardman, wide receiver Isaiah Neyor, linebacker Isaiah Simmons, and one of my guys in the chat said also Kevin King, I believe, was released by the Packers. Cody says, Lions fan, we can agree on not liking the Bears. You know we can. So that's where the Packers are. The New York Giants, they released quarterback Tommy DeVito. I think everybody saw that coming. So now we know it's Russell Wilson, it's Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. They're going to carry 3 quarterbacks for the G-men out of New York. Now the Dallas Cowboys, the latest that I've gotten, that they released offensive lineman Lyle Collins, who was trying to make a comeback with the team that originally drafted him, and defensive back Israel Mukuamu, from what I have seen. Cody, appreciate the follow. So I'm still scrolling just to see if there's any more last minute cuts. Again, the Browns has just been confirmed. Shedeur Sanders among the quarterbacks to make the Browns 53-man roster. So those are just some of the things that I've been. Oh, and some sons of Hall of Famers. I definitely got to mention that. Who is Love's backup is going to be Malik Willis. Apollo. Malik Willis is Jordan Love's backup in Green Bay. Miguel, Isaiah Simmons, was it a good cut? I'm kind of on the fence with that, Miguel. Did he play well? No. I thought he could have played better, but I thought he was going to make this roster. But again, he could be signed to the practice squad just because he didn't make the final roster, the 53-man. I was kind of surprised about Kalen King too, being cut. So you know, a lot of these guys, even though they may not have made that team, that doesn't mean that their career is over. Here it is. I'm looking at some comments, guys, on YouTube. We love you, TJ. Finally, someone who covers the NFL, not just one team. I appreciate that love. We love you, TJ. Thanks for popping in. Never seen you before, but you're welcome here to Kendrick Sports Hustle. My good brother, Stephen A. Jackson. The Cowboys will upset Philadelphia Eagles next Thursday in Philly. Get your popcorn ready. All right, Jack, you're supposed to say that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about roster cuts today. We're not talking about no predictions and all that. So that's what we're talking about. But I get it, Stephen A. Jackson. I get it. So we're gonna see. I'll have to say it was a couple of signings too. To any of my Raiders fans, the Raiders they spinning the block with a wide receiver. Crazy Fish, thank you for the follow. Amari Cooper signed a 1-year deal to head back to Raiders. When he was there first time, they were the Oakland Raiders. Now he will be in Las Vegas. So they are trying to shore up that wide receiver position. The Jets waive defensive back Jordan Clark. And if you don't know who Jordan Clark was, he was a free agent, and he is the son of ESPN analyst Ryan Clark. So the New York Jets waive defensive back Jordan Clark. The Washington Commanders did waive former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup. He did not make the final 53 roster. Matter of fact, if you didn't know, Michael Gallup actually originally retired. When was that? 2 years ago, then decided to come back. And so that's where we have it. The Commanders did waive former Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup. Lamar Jackson was cut. Yeah, I know. You could probably hear a pin drop, right? Lamar Jackson was cut. No, no, no. I got you. Not that Lamar Jackson, not the Baltimore Ravens quarterback, not the two-time NFL MVP, not that Lamar Jackson, but the defensive back Lamar Jackson for the Atlanta Falcons. He was cut. I had to mess with y'all. I had to pull y'all. I had to pull your leg just a little bit. Appreciate that like, Jeff. No, Jason, as far as I know, I haven't seen any big cuts for the Lions. Matter of fact, it is 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So all teams, all 32 teams, the deadline is in. They had to have all their moves had to be made as of right now. Again, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm refreshing my laptop just to see if I see that. Did Isaiah Simmons get cut? Nico Nasty? Yes, he did get cut. Isaiah Simmons did not make the 53-man roster. Also, I got to talk about 2 wide receivers that are the sons of Hall of Famers. The Los Angeles Chargers waive wide receiver Brendan Rice. Yes, the son of who most considered the GOAT of wide receiver position, the son of Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. He was waived by the LA Chargers. Last season, he suited up for 3 games, and he was a 7th-round draft pick in 2024. So again, Brendan Rice, son of Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, was waived by the Los Angeles Chargers. Also, another son of a Hall of Famer, that is Tariq Owens. He is the son of Hall of Famer Terrell Owens. He was an undrafted free agent out of Missouri State. He signed with the practice squad in 2024. He was waived as well by the 49ers. Matter of fact, he even caught his first touchdown, I think in the last preseason game as an NFL player. But Tariq Owens, son of Hall of Famer Terrell Owens, was also released by the San Francisco 49ers. So those are just some of the bigger names, like really, really big names. Somebody will want to know what notable people. It really, really wasn't any really notable people that was really cut or released. Outside of some trades, uh, outside of wide receiver McCole Hardman with the Packers, who's a 2-time Super Bowl champ. He was released by the Packers. We had another wide receiver, Isaiah Neyor, was released, considering that we kind of beat up at that position. I was kind of surprised McCole Hardman, excuse me, not Hardeman. Hardman did not make the team. Danny Dimes, Valentine kind of shocked me as well, Danny. As much help as we need as far as the Packers in that secondary, I was kind of shocked that Corey Ballantyne was released as well. Now, some of these players most likely will probably be signed to the practice squad. So that I think this is just a lot of times it's just a financial ploy, but Corey Ballantyne may end up on the practice squad. So it's us being soft on the receivers while they all have the drops except Golden. I don't know, Chuck. I know we got to do better. I know we got to do better. We got to catch the ball. I just think we got to get guys healthy. We got to get Dontavian Wicks. Romeo Dobbs actually looked good the last preseason game. So I haven't seen his name on the cut list. My guy, did Will Shepherd get cut? I have not seen his name come up. Did Nasir Stackhouse? I think so, Jacob. Nasir Stackhouse, his name was not shown to be released. I think he did make the team. Again, I'm sure it's going to be some updates on this as we move forward. Oh, I do have to mention this to any of my Saints fans that's in the mix, that's in the house. You do now know who your starting quarterback will be for week 1. It is Spencer Rattler. That is official. Spencer Rattler will be the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints with the rookie quarterback, what is his name? Jeremy Shaw out of Louisville. I'm sorry, Tyler Shaw. Tyler Shaw will be the backup. So new head coach Kellen Moore has made his decision to go with Spencer Rattler as a starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Chuck says, is there a chance Malik Willis takes over the team? He always looks so good. Now, unless not taking over, I mean, unless we lose Jordan Love for a whole lot of team. Appreciate that follow, Danny. Appreciate that follow, Jacob. I don't see that happening. And I like Malik Willis. He's resurrected his career somewhat when we traded for him from the Titans. And I like him in that position. Do I want him to, do I think he could be capable of coming in and winning some games? No doubt. But I would rather have him holding the clipboard and having Jordan Love under center for all 17 games and possibly taking us to a Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens. It's Charmander says Rattler stinks, but stinks less than any other quarterbacks in that room. Maybe Shaw, yeah. So that was made by, again, first year head coach Kellen Moore, who we know, offensive coordinator. He's worked with quite a few good quarterbacks. Dak Prescott being the first one he worked with, and then he won a Super Bowl in Philly with Jalen Hurts. So we'll see if he can work his magic in the the New Orleans with Spencer Rattler. What's up, Michael Marshall? Go Pack Go. Nasir Stackhouse made it. Good. Yeah, he did. I did not see his name on the release list, so that's pretty awesome for Nasir Stackhouse. I'm still kind of mad that Isaiah Simmons didn't make the cut. I guess he just didn't do enough. I'm just going down through here just to see I see any other thing. The Charlotte Panthers did release Hunter Renfrow, veteran wide receiver Hunter Renfrow. The Carolina Panthers did release him. So there you got it. Yeah, Hardman has been look lost in coverage. Go Matt, go. He definitely did look lost in coverage. I think he needed to make some adjustments. Now let's update you on some finances. What's the news in Dallas, Michael? All the news I got is that the Cowboys released offensive lineman La'el Collins and defensive back Israel Mukuamu. I think I said Mukuamu. I said that wrong. Mill May, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the love. Make sure, man, y'all tap that screen, get them likes up in TikTok. And Green Bay going undefeated. I would love to believe that, but I know that's not possible. Not playing in that NFC North division. It's going to be tough to do that. It's tough to go undefeated in the NFL, period. So I'm not going to be saying that I think we can do that, but I damn sure think we're going 12-5. I'm not backing off of that. I'm talking about my Green Bay Packers. If you didn't know, I'm a Packers fan. If you're watching me on TikTok, you see my background. I'm Wisconsin born, Texas raised. I was born in the 414, the Mill, Bruce City. You know what I'm feeling. Speaking of Bruce City, how about them Milwaukee Brewers? How about them Brewers, man? Them Brewers getting it done. Them Brewers getting it done. So shout out to my Milwaukee Brewers that's playing some good baseball at the right time, as we say. Let's talk about some financials right now. Looks like the Bengals, Trey Hendrickson and management have found some common ground. They gave him a substantial raise. He's going to make $30 million this year, up from the $16 million he was scheduled to make. But he's still scheduled to be a unrestricted free agent after the season because the Bengals, they really didn't want to give him no guaranteed money. That was kind of one of it did give him a substantial raise. $16 million this season. He's going to make $30 million this year, but he'll still be an unrestricted free agent after your year. My man said Trey folded, just 1 year raise. I agree. He folded. So he'll be an unrestricted free agent after the 2025 season. Now, Washington Commanders, Terry McLaurin, wide receiver, he came to an agreement. I wonder why did it take him so long to finally get this done, but they got it. He got a 3-year, $96 million deal. That is Terry McLaurin, wide receiver for the Commanders, and $30 million of that in a signing bonus. So shout out to Terry McLaurin getting his bag in Washington, D.C. So those are some of the financials as far as if you want to know what's happening in Dallas with Michael Parsons and his situation. Actually, I think it's getting worse as the day unfolds. There's nothing new. Had to sign Scary Terry. I agree. Juanito, how you doing, my good man? Good to see you. You know, when I see your name, when I see your face, if I see you in here in my chat, I'm going to always remember you, and I'm going to shout you out. Cookie Monster says, I mean, I would have 30 mil for 1 year and you can go wherever next year. He wasn't getting traded. That's true, Cookie Monster. When Jerry opens his mouth, things get worse. Boy, can't help it though. You're right. You're right. Yeah, but that's Jerry. If y'all haven't watched that Dallas Cowboys Netflix docuseries, I would suggest you watch it. It was pretty damn good. I actually binge watched it and I finished it on yesterday. And I thought the most interesting, a lot of things were interesting, but the interesting thing is that Jerry and Jimmy, neither one of them are backing off on who was the one behind that Herschel Walker trade. That was really the biggest deal behind their falling out, by who was taking credit for it. So it's called the Dallas America's Team, Dallas Cowboys, American Gambler, something like that. Andrew, you'll see it if you go to Netflix. It's gonna probably be right up there at the top. I appreciate the like. So again, just to update you, just to see if I see any other new updates on releases. I'm not seeing any other big names, but again, NFL roster cut down had to be done by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And it looks like some of the big names, I thought it would be more big names. It wasn't. So now all we waiting on is September 4th, about a week and a half away, ladies and gentlemen, when we got the NFL. Hello, Packer fan here. How do you feel about our team? I'm feeling hard to like the team with the Love situation. I feel good about it. I do. Actually, I feel a lot better about our defense than I did at first, especially the front seven. I do, but I'm still a little concerned on the back end with the injuries. I'm a little concerned with our wide receiver position with the injuries. Michael's going to sign. Unfortunately, I think he will, Charbonnet, but I don't think he'll play week 1. Lucas Van Ness needs to step up. I agree. Go, man, go. Pack should be tough in NFC. Eagles with top dog probably. So I feel good about us. Again, the wide receiver position and a cornerback position are the two that got me a little bit concerned. And our edge rusher, Edge Cooper is next level. He's speaking of edge. Our pass rush, I think we got to get a little bit better. What's good? What's up, Cal? How you doing? Just hoping that Love gets protected better this year. Cal, I agree. We got to, but if we can lean on Josh Jacobs on that running game a little bit more, I think we will be okay. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I just wanted to pop in and give you guys an update. Appreciate that follow, Cal. Appreciate that follow, the guitar guy, on what went down on today. It was NFL cut down. It was time to get, release players, get down to that 53-man roster. The deadline has gone and passed now. It was 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think one of the biggest things, all eyes was on the Cleveland Browns. What were they going to do with Shedeur Sanders, their 5th-round draft pick out of Colorado? Well, I think it made it easy. I think the Raiders made it easier for them to make that decision when Aiden O'Connell injured his wrist, the backup to Geno Smith, and Pete Carroll needed a more experienced backup, which the Browns was willing to part with Kenny Pickett, who's been injured most of camp. So the Browns traded Kenny Pickett to the Raiders for, I believe, a 5th-round pick in the 2026 draft. And now that leaves 3 quarterbacks. We all know Joe Flacco was named the starter for the Browns. Dylan Gabriel is the backup. And now Shedeur Sanders is number 3. He's a number 3 guy on the 53-man roster. Brandon says, I can see the green screen. Yeah, you can see it. I wasn't trying to hide. I was legit. I told the truth. It is a green screen. I'm running it through a green screen. But eventually one day, this is going to be real. It ain't going to be a green screen, man. It's going to be real once I get my bag up. And we're going to be talking a little sports, NFL, NBA, college football. Speaking of which, it's Labor Day weekend, and we got a lot of college football coming up. One of the biggest games of the day on Saturday is going to be the number 1 Texas Longhorns at Ohio State. So we can't wait for that too. Iman, I appreciate the follow. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Make sure you follow me right here on TikTok if you haven't already. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channels. Those channels are Kendrick Sports Hustle, that's SPORTZ HUSTLE, as well as TFG Sports Media. It doesn't cost you a dime. Just go check me out. Check out some of my segments over there. You can also follow them both on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram at KDrick. That's KDRICK 1969. And obviously, you're already on TikTok. Hit that follow button. Follow me right here on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. Before I get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for popping in the chat. Appreciate everybody, my good brothers over here on YouTube and Facebook, Stephen A. Jackson and my good brother Melvin. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure y'all check out my series that I'm working on. I am working on. I ran across one of my favorite sound bites, sports sound bites ever. Bart Scott when he was interviewed by Sal Paolantonio. So now I'm counting down my top 10 all-time favorite sports interviews. My top 10 favorite sports interviews of all time. I already did number 10. If you hadn't checked it out, check it out right here. You can check it out on TikTok as well as on my YouTube, Kendrick Sports Hustle on YouTube and Facebook. I did who was it? Jim Everett and Jim Rome back from 1994. I don't know if anybody even remembered that interview, but it got a little physical. That is my number 10 top sports interview of all time. If you didn't get to check it out, go check it out right here. And it maybe bring back some memories. So again, we count down from 10 to 1. I'm gonna do my number 9 top all-time sports interview of all time. I'm gonna produce that and I'm gonna post that tomorrow. And we're gonna do that all the way till we get to number 1. So check me out. Check out this series I'm doing for the next couple of weeks. So again, NFL roster cuts. This is in the books. Now all we got to do is it's time to get ready for some NFL, and it starts with them Cowboys and defending Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Next Thursday night is going down. And I will be doing a lot more live too when the NFL season starts. We'll be doing more post-game reactions, some pre-game reactions. What's up, cousin Michael's Corner? Appreciate that. Hey, brother, we're going to be doing more lives during the week. You're going to catch me a little bit more here. So make sure you set your notification if you haven't already on TikTok as well as on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure we're going to be doing more live, doing post-game reactions, some pre-game stuff as well. So again, you guys, hope you all had a great Tuesday. Hope you have an even greater Wednesday. Be safe. And you can catch me here this upcoming Saturday, where I go live at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and on Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But if there's any other breaking sports news or anything else, I'll be just doing a pop in. I got you, Andrew. Go, Pratt. Go. I got you, Jordan. Appreciate the follow. So again, NFL season is upon us. And if you guys got any wives or anything like there, you know, y'all tell them, y'all better get your honeydews done now. Say, hey, baby, all them honeydews you want me to do, because come September 4th, it's gonna be kind of hard to get me to do some of them honeydews. So you right now, so we can get these honeydews out the way. Because when I get in my man cave like this one, don't be come bother me about you need this and you need that. You know what time my office hours are. I appreciate you, Ryan. On Sundays, my office hours are closed on Sundays. It don't open up until after 10 p.m. because most likely I'm watching Sunday night football from 12 to 11 o'clock. My office is closed. I appreciate that follow, Ryan. Appreciate the love. So again, y'all make sure y'all get them honeydews out the way. Y'all got another week and a half. All right. She'll be all right. Yeah. Give her your credit card. Let her go shopping. Hey, be careful. Y'all might not want to do that. You might not want to do that. Yeah, don't follow my advice. Please don't follow my advice. I'm as single as a $2 bill. So please don't listen to this single guy that all he does is watch sports all the damn time. So yeah, don't listen to me. Just make sure make sure you make sure wifey and your lady is happy during the NFL season. How do you feel about dropping McCall Hardman and Isaiah Simmons? I really wanted Isaiah Simmons to stick around. I really didn't feel either way with McCall Hardman, but yes, guys, give her your card. But I thought we would have kept McCall just because of the injury situation at the wide receiver position. But he's not a game breaker. I mean, all he probably was going to be was a kick returner or punt returner anyway. I'm cool with that. I was disappointed more about Isaiah Simmons. I agree. But we'll find some wide receivers. We'll be all right. We just got to get healthy, so we got time. So we'll see what happens. So again, salute to everybody that's followed me, that gave me a follow in TikTok. Thank you for liking this live. Again, make sure you keep it liked here. Follow me here, set your notification bell, and again, go check out some of my other segments that I've already posted on my profile. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I appreciate that, Justice. I appreciate you watching. Follow me. I entertain you. We're going to find a way to be entertained together, all right? So you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you on the other side. I am out. Peace. All right, YouTube and Facebook, that's a wrap for your boy. I want to appreciate my good brothers Melvin Williams and my good brother Stephen A. Jackson, not Stephen A. Smith, not Screaming A. Smith, but Stephen A. Jackson, for popping in, checking out your boy. Man, y'all make sure y'all like, follow, share this to all your social media platforms. If you haven't already, follow me on TikTok, Kendrick Henderson 51, because that's where I do a lot more live and I have a lot more interaction over there. A lot of people, I know it's kind of hard catching me on Facebook and YouTube, but the traction is really on and popping on TikTok for me. Yeah, but hopefully it'll get on and popping here as well on YouTube and Facebook. But the traction is really on and popping on TikTok more so than here. So again, this has been my NFL Cuts Deadline 2025. Again, you guys can catch me here next this upcoming Sunday. This is Labor Day weekend. So catch me here at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe I might have I may not be able to be live because I might have I might have a grandson that might be making his appearance this weekend. We're gonna see. So I'm kind of playing it by ear. So I'll keep you posted on that. How about that? All right. All right. So you guys take care. You enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Again, check out my segments I'm doing on my top favorite sports interviews of all time. I'm counting them down from 10 to 1. Again, number 10 has already been produced. Jim Everett versus Jim Rome and the Chris comment. Check that out. And I'm going to produce number 9 tomorrow. I won't let you know what it is, but we're going to count them down from 10 all the way to 1. All right. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you on the other side and on the next report. I'm out. Peace.